Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we're going to have Alex. Alex is from Greece, but he lives in Brussels, in Belgium. So let's see what Alex has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Alex. How are you?
I'm okay. Nice to meet you, William.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks so much for taking the time this evening for the interview. Thank you.
How many people have you interviewed?
Today you are my second one.
Ah, but in total, all
Today, in total, oh my God, 1,000, maybe 500 people. Yes, been a lot.
incredible. I would
Yeah,
say some hundreds, but yeah, but amazing. Bravo. Congratulations
thank you.
for your devotion. Bravo.
Thank you so much. So tell me, how was your day today?
Productive. I spent time at home preparing some of my projects for photography.
Okay.
I also had a class of singing with a core people all together singing.
Oh, wow.
It's a new thing that I'm doing the last month, so I can a little bit start to express myself better in a more free way because I'm quite timid and shy, and then I try to open a little bit. So
That,
yes, I did also that, and then several things at home and around the house, some cooking, some things like that.
and your boyfriend, he's feeling better now? He wasn't feeling very well. He's
Yes.
okay now?
That on Tuesday he was really really bad, but then on Wednesday he got better, and today he's much better. Thank you for asking.
Amazing. So tell me where you're from, Alex.
I am Greek. I was born from immigrant parents in Germany, but at the age of 5, I went back to Greece, where my father and my mother come from, and I stayed there until I was 20. And then I went from this little town in the north, in the capital, in Athens, to study, and I
Okay.
stayed there for 20 years. Then I had a business proposal and I came here to Brussels. And since 2012, I live in Brussels.
What's the biggest joy of living Brussels in Belgium, in your opinion?
I like the fact that as a capital is a not very chaotic. It's manageable. You can really manage everything, the distances, the center, visiting suburbs, take the train and go to see a friend in the other side of the city is something easy to do. In 30, 45 minutes, you have, you can do it. But I think the most attractive thing about Brussels is that we live here more than 190 different nationalities from around the world.
That's amazing.
So it's in a city of 1 million people. You can imagine how many different nationalities there are. So all my friends are from all over the world, and I really love that. It's like a small United States, like a small New York. I like this kind of international, multicultural thing.
Totally. Yeah, I can tell. I know what you mean. I think living in London is the same as well. You see people from all over the globe. You see people,
I
you
love
see from many languages, and it's amazing for you to see the beauty about culture, the beauty about people.
exactly. You go out because the gay area in Brussels is a small street, like 100 meters, 200 meters long, with a lot of bars and a lot of cafes and restaurants. And every night, especially in the weekends, but every night, if you choose to go there for a beer, you don't stop saying hi to people that they are coming from Spain, from India, from Japan, from Canada, from all over Europe. So it's really wonderful having this kind of connection with a lot of people from in a small area, and I love that.
Beautiful. Okay, Alex, so let's start the interview talking about your career as a photographer. So tell me how everything started.
Okay. I was always taking pictures when I was young. Um,
Mhm.
really young, like a boy. I was like, I think 8, 9 or 10 when I first had a small camera, and I found it super, super interesting, capturing moments and then developing these little films. It was in the 80s or something. And then we had thousands of books of photos from Germany, from cousins, from relatives, so I was really getting excited about seeing all these instant moments of my parents when they were even younger, of myself when I was a baby. So all this flashback, it was making me really feeling cool about it. And then when I had the camera in my hand when I was 8 or 9 or 10, I discovered the power of capturing a moment, and I felt really like a magician. So there are still at home, some at my hometown where my parents live, there are a lot of pictures that I used to take at that time, and maybe at one point I should find them and do something because they are my first pictures. So I was always fascinated about that. I kept doing it during my teenage thing. And then it was a little bit discovering love, deciding what you're going to do in your life. I really wanted to go away from the little town to go to the capital. Then when my parents asked me what I would like to do, because I really insist that I really want to go, I want to go there, and they tried to persuade me to change my mind. Like, no, you can stay here, you can do that, or maybe you can go in a city closer to us so we can see you. I said, no, 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 I want to go to Athens. I want to go to Athens. Okay, what are you going to do in Athens? I said, okay, I'm gonna do some drawing because I was very good in drawing and painting and everything. So I went in a private college doing drawing. Photography was always around, but as a hobby.
Uh-huh.
But it's funny that at one point, at my 24, 25, I had a relationship. And I remember myself expressing my, after all these studies I did and after the jobs I found, and it was all about decorating and about drawing and about graphic design. I remember myself saying to this guy that I was with him that I really want to do more in photography. I was 24, 25. It seemed that I never forgot about this passion of mine. Even if I studied drawing and if I studied interior and graphic design and I took my diploma and I was working successfully on that, I never forgot about photography. So I remember that he bought to me my first semi-professional camera as a present.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
it was still with film, and I do have a lot of, and I was using it mostly because I was working a lot in my travels around, in my excursions around the Athens, around the islands of Greece and everything. The years passed, my career I became window dresser in a big company. So I was traveling a lot and I was working a lot. Photography was always there, but only
As
as
a hobby. Yeah.
so then at my 30 something, I had another relationship, quite serious. And I remember myself expressing the same need and the same wish. And the guy bought me another camera. So it was very interesting, this thing that these guys somehow they were choosing to give me this as a present. I was using the cameras only for when I had free time as a hobby, but I was fascinated about it, really. But I was working like crazy in the big company as a window dresser, so I didn't have really time to do it full time, to really pay attention, to make studies, to do some courses, to learn some extra things. I was using automatic modes, I was using silly filters. And then we arrive at the 40 something that I was already 20 years in this big company. And I decided at my 44 that if I don't do it now, I will regret it for the rest of my life. I had enough of window dressing and working as in a very high position and like crazy hours with a lot of responsibilities. I had almost a burnout. And before I have the burnout, I announced to the company that I quit my job so I can become a photographer.
Wow.
And since 2013, I'm very much into photography by using it almost every day, wherever I am, in whatever conditions. It pays the bills. I cover events, or I do food photography, or I do personal portfolios, which is my big passion about photography, doing portraiture and everything. So I do since 2013, mostly professionally and mostly really devoted by learning things, doing courses, following mentorships and everything.
Wow, thanks for sharing that. I love the story, Alex. I think it's amazing for you to be able, you had this passion for a long time. Your relationship, the guys, your ex-boyfriends, they were there, they could see and they support somehow. And now you are living your best life as your gift, the gift that you had. That's amazing. Great to hear. Thanks for sharing. Thank you. Alex, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Yes, of course.
Amazing. Welcome to William in the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Of random questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay? Let's do it. Okay, so before we start the game, during the join, if it comes up a question that you don't want to answer, you don't want to talk about, always can change, okay?
Okay.
Amazing. First question is, tell me what's your favorite TV show?
TV show?
Yeah, your favorite one.
Something, maybe it will sound cliche, but I'm missing the Game of Thrones. Because this is how I started watching Netflix and this kind of thing. When I left from Athens in 2012 and I came to Brussels. At those years, my friends, they were watching crazily, really a lot of things like I don't know, a lot of things that they will keep talking about it in front of me, and I was really like, oh guys, no, I don't want to lose my time on TV and everything. But then I came here and I was already working a lot in the big company as a window dresser. And then one of my colleagues, she said to me, Alex, you have to see the Game of Thrones. I said, come on, Alexandra, I don't want to see that. No, you have to see, you have to watch it, you have to watch it. So I started, and I will never forget how deeply I connected. And since then, I have seen it only once in my life. And then I really miss it. And all the time I'm talking with my friends, like, let's go back to watch it again. Let's go back to watch it again. I'm sure I'm going to discover more things and everything, blah, 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 blah. And since then, I'm watching several shows, of course, a lot of other series.
Just one thing, Alex, when you mentioned about your profession in the past as a window dresser, what's that?
There are big companies that with clothes, retail companies that they have people that are working on their windows, presenting the new product to the client, passing outside. So I'm specialized in dressing mannequins, putting decoration inside windows.
I see.
Doing the lighting, put stickers, making all this kind of.
I got it. You are the one who makes people crazy when they pass by the store. They go like, "Oh my God, that's so beautiful!"
Yes.
Beautiful, got it. Just learned something new. Love it. Next question. Let's do it. Okay. Next question is, what is one food you could eat for the rest of your life?
Pasta. I can eat I don't have any problem eating pasta in all the ways, you know? I love it. I think I prefer pasta from pizza because pizza, I cannot eat it every day. Pizza is fantastic, but I cannot eat it every day. But there are so many different kind of pasta and so many different kind of sauces, and I love it. So I can eat it every day, no problem at all.
What's your favorite pasta?
Um, I, I, I do something on my own because I try to avoid the meat. So I don't. I use a lot of mushrooms.
Okay.
So mushrooms with creme fraiche and tortellini or ravioli or these kind of things. I'm super excited. You know, like I love
Wow.
it. I can eat it again and again.
And there's something that you don't like to eat at all?
No, I compared to my sister and my brother that they really have problems of eating everything like me and my father. You know, I eat everything. I used to believe that I don't like so much the taste of coriander,
Okay.
coriander, but now it's okay. Recently, I came back from Asia. I ate a lot of coriander and I loved it. So there's nothing really. I eat everything.
Wow.
I just avoid meat, not because I don't like it, but for ethical reasons. You know.
Of course.
Although I have noticed that the last 2 3 years that I don't eat it so often, when I eat it, I don't enjoy it that much that I used to enjoy it before.
I see.
Especially if there is a kind of a strong smell, you know, then I'm like, oh, I don't want to eat that. Yeah. But yeah, okay. But I eat it. If I go to my mother's house and she wants to give me the best when she cooks, I will eat the meat, no problem. But I have been to places where they serve me meat like sausage, Spanish sausages, that they smell strong blood. I cannot really eat it now. In the past, I could. Now I feel
And
disgusted.
and all your family they're back in Greece?
Yes, my mother and my father and my sister, they live in the hometown where I grew up in Greece. I
Wow.
have a brother that he lives in Germany.
Wow. And which person in your family right now, right this moment, you feel more connected with or more close to right now?
From them,
Yeah,
my sister.
your sister. Okay, so your sister is she's watching this interview right now, and you have a moment, an opportunity to send her a message. What would you say? You can say in Greek first, and after you can translate in English. She's watching.
She's watching.
She's watching. Yeah.
Okay. I'm very, Χριστίνα, είμαι πάρα πολύ περήφανος για την πρόοδο που έχεις κάνει και είμαι πάρα πολύ περήφανος που είσαι αδερφή μου και που έχουμε αυτή την τόσο ξεχωριστή σχέση.
In English.
I just told her that I'm very proud for her that she made all this progress in her life, and I'm super happy that we have this strong connection.
Oh, sweet, very beautiful. Love it. I love to hear it as well. The Greek. I love the sound is just beautiful, amazing.
You're Brazilian?
I'm from Brazil. Yeah, originally from Brazil. Yeah.
I saw some interviews. Yeah.
Next question. Let's do it. Before the next question, tell me what's the biggest joy of being a photographer? What do you like the most about it?
It started about traveling. Then I started taking when I finally had the camera that I bought for myself, and I was having it with me all the time. So I started taking pictures of everything: nature, building, street, events, nature, flowers, dogs, animals, people, everything, sunsets. And then slowly, I started realizing that the people are very important for me. And
Mhm.
I'm specializing now really to take portraits, and I'm focusing on taking timeless portraits.
Wow.
Portraits we call timeless in photography the portraits that somebody would like to hang on his wall, you know, something that will stay forever.
I see.
Something like Annie Leibovitz is doing right now, you know, like this kind of portrait. So I'm really interested about portraiture, and it's my really passion about it.
Amazing. Okay. Next question is, tell me 3 fun facts about yourself.
People like me because I'm very smiley and friendly. I'm very popular about the smile, and I'm very kind to everyone.
Yeah.
But I can be super dark.
Ooh.
And I really like my privacy, and I really like spending time on my own.
Are your star sign is Scorpio?
Yes.
I'm Scorpio as well.
Ah, voila. You know, you understand.
Which day? Which day?
It's October. You?
I'm 17th of November.
Ah, 17. I know two people that they were born on 17th. Now you're the third one. Yes,
Wow.
I have a special connection with Scorpios.
Amazing. Yeah, Scorpio can be very intense, very sexual. I understand.
Yeah, this is another thing,
Yeah.
but I'm telling you, I look super friendly. I am super honest. I am very smiley and very positive and kind and everything. But I can be really grumpy and stay back and please don't disturb me anymore. I want to close the door and stay in the room on my own until I decompress. Yes, and yeah, one of the things is that people think I'm all the time like this. No, 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 no. The people who know me, they know that they have to respect a little bit the time that I need for myself.
I get it.
And something else maybe about myself that most of the people don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't come to
Good.
me now.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. So, just to complement this question, tell me what's the biggest joy of being Alex? What do you like the most about being you?
Um, that uh, that that I have a lot of friends.
Hmm?
I have I have a lot of friends and very good friends.
Wow.
A lot. I mean, I don't know how I did it, but it was always like this. And for me, working in a friendship and being there, it's a natural thing. I don't try hard to be there. Maybe for somebody else, it looks like a hard work to keep all these people around.
Yeah.
Maybe it looks like complicated, like, oh, I don't want that. I just need 1, 2 persons in my life. I could, but I'm so happy with these 20, 30 people that I have around me. Maybe 5, 10 in my hometown that I'm still very connected. Maybe 20 in Athens that we are super connected and super loving to each other. And I have like 20, 30 here in Brussels that we really like and we really communicate very, very often. And I'm very proud about it. And I'm very happy that I have this kind of talent and charisma of having good friends around me that, yes.
I really like that, Alex. You mentioned that. You really made me think now. It's so true because most of the people they go like, "Oh, I have 5 friends that that I connect with, that I trust." But sometimes you can have a lot of people around you as well, and you can trust all of them. You can have this good connection, and it's just not wrong with that. You know what I mean? So I think it's amazing to hear that. It's amazing.
Works. It works. It doesn't mean that they are not strong friendships.
Of
That,
course.
like, yes, at the end of the day, if I have a really big trouble, maybe I will communicate with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe these 3, 4, 5, they will be the first ones to know. But when I will see one of the others as well, I will not have any problem to share. You know what happened? It happened this, la la la. I'm super, and I can see that they really care, and I do care about their lives, and we have this 50-50 but strong connection.
Yeah.
Yes, with all of them that I just mentioned. Not only the 3, 4, 5 that I immediately call if I have a problem.
I see. I got it. 3 questions left. Let's do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we are having good time. You don't see the time passing. It's a good sign. Next question is, who was your favorite teacher and why?
Ah, wow, that's interesting. I didn't expect that. Teacher, eh? Yum, 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 yum.
Did you like school growing up?
Yes, I had a good time.
Mhm.
A little bit in the teenage thing, the hormones, who am I, what I want.
Yeah.
That was a little bit difficult. In those years, some teachers they were not so good because I couldn't stand them.
Yeah.
But some others they were so. In the school, in the college where I was in drawing. No. I think in high school. In high school, I did have 2, 3 professors that they were very, very good in what they were giving to us, the way they were teaching, the way they were explaining the things, and I was getting inspired. The one was a biologist we had when I was in the 3rd year of the high school, and the other one was a language, I don't know how to say it in English, a language professor that we had on the 6th grade of the high school.
Okay.
So I remember those 2 women, and yes, do you want me to say their names?
No, you don't need to. You don't need to tell, of course.
It's interesting because I never thought of it. I had mentors. They were really great to me with a lot of kindness and a lot of, they gave me all their knowledge.
Yeah.
I had good teachers in elementary school. We had nice teachers in the college, but I remember the high school years, and some of them, they were, because something, what was the problem? The problem was that inside the class, it was always a little bit of a mess. In those, so it was difficult for us that we wanted to follow what was going on. It was difficult to follow, and some professors they didn't have the capacity, the strength to put this mess down. These women, they could do it without trying, and all the class was there, and it was calm. For me, it's really important. I cannot stand the mess. I can stand the mess only inside clubs or bars. But when I'm having a conversation, when I'm learning something, when I'm following somebody and everything, it needs to be quiet. Otherwise, I get distracted.
I get it, your point. Wow.
This is the second thing that people could know about me, that I get easily
distracted.
Yes. I want peace. I want silence around me.
You see, through the interview, you find fun facts about yourself. The second one now, you see?
Yeah, it's important, I'm telling you.
Love it. I love it. 2 questions left. Let's do it. You like dancing?
Yes.
Before the next question, when you think about Greece, besides the weather and your family, what do you miss the most about your roots? What do you miss the most about your culture when you think about, Greece?
The food. I don't miss almost anything else, really. Because now in Greece, it's super, super warm with the global thing and everything. The summers have become really strong, and the temperatures of 40 degrees, it's something really common now because Greece becomes like Middle East. The climate is changing, and whatever is around Mediterranean Sea, it goes really warm and warm from Africa.
Wow.
The way that it moves, you can see that it's gonna be super, super dry and very, very warm with a lot of typhoons and everything like in Caribbean or in tropical places. So the heat is something that I don't really like. it's one of the things that most people don't know about me, but I share it, because they say to me, "Oh, Greece, how come you came here in Brussels? Are you crazy? You left this beautiful country to be here in the..."
Brazil the same. People say about Brazil the same thing as well.
I say I love cloudy weather. I love rain. I love rain. I love snow. I love the cold weather. I like to be in warm, and outside is like a mess because the heat and the mosquitoes and the humidity and this, it's something that I have lived with them for 40 years and I cannot stand them anymore. Of course, if you are next to the sea, yes.
Yeah.
Uh, but no, I really enjoy my time in the cooler weather. And the only thing I miss from Greece is the food, because we really have really nice food, really nice food, really nice, And especially for somebody who tries to become a vegetarian, we have amazing vegetarian dishes that our mothers cook without knowing that is very good for the health. Now my mother thinks that giving us meat is very important. Is the best she can do for us. And me, I'm keep saying, no, you can do the other thing or the other thing, which is very tasty and with a nice piece of bread and a little bit of feta cheese can be fantastic. No, I will make some meat because you come here and I want to give you the best. I said, no, I want the other. Anyway, yes.
Oh, bless her. She just wants to feed you the best that she can. That's why she wants to do.
Yes.
She's a mom. That's their rule. In other words, that's their thing.
Yes, it's their thing.
Next question is, what makes you most proud?
Proud. Well, it was a big decision leaving under 44, the big company from a high position to follow a dream and keep fighting for it. You don't do that at that age. Usually people do it when they are 20 something, 30 something maximum. Me, I had already a 20 years career in a very big company, one of the biggest of the world. I was in a very good position. I was really having a lot of people under me and everything. And I gave up everything. I didn't even make the things bad so they can fire me and get the money. No, I just announced that I'm leaving. I did it in a nice, clean way. And then I just turned my back, closed the door, and I continue my way and following my dream. I'm proud of it.
That's amazing. Right. And when you think about, okay, so let me ask that. So of course, I'm sure you decorate a lot of, places, a lot of, places that for sure your mark was there. But tell me, through those 20 years, tell me one of them that for you go like, wow, I'll never forget this decoration for any reason. Could be because it looked nice, because there was something behind, there was a meaning behind. Could be anything. But what through those years that you go like this, I will never forget.
Easily, I can talk about those 20 years easily because it was like a tattoo on my skin, the whole thing. I try to work in other companies so I can pay the bills, because sometimes the freelance photography, it doesn't go very well. You need to find clients, you need to have good incomes. There is a lot of competition. Now we have artificial intelligence. A lot of people, they have careers just with their mobiles and everything. So being a photographer nowadays, especially in a small capital like Brussels, I'm not in Paris, I'm not in London, I'm in Brussels. Having clients all the time is not easy. So time to time, I have worked in these retail kind of companies, smaller ones, but with a lot of demands, speaking the same language, doing more or less the same things. And I'm telling you, this thing, it's something that I can do it with closed eyes, because I became so good. I never chose, to be honest. When I started studying drawing and design and everything, I was just imagining myself that I will be an industrial designer. It sounded very good in my ears when I was 20. I will design products. And I was thinking also, what about graphic design? I can make illustrations and I can do this and blah. And then I finally chose to do interior design. I never really wanted to become a decorator and an interior designer, but I was very good in the drawings. I really loved these things that we were doing, and I was very good in that. And I was making maquettes of buildings, and it seemed that I had a good ideas about proposing about
The idea.
the exercises that the professors
Yeah.
were asking. I had to propose. I, I, I was proposing really good things. So I
Yeah.
got fascinated and I follow it. And then after the school, I was working in a work, and a friend of mine, she called me and she said to me, Alex, they are looking window dressers for Zara, but they are looking for boys, not girls, which actually is quite racist now. Eh? It was in
You couldn't tell that nowadays. You couldn't use this expression
no,
anymore.
it was in 1998. It was in winter of 1998, and I said, okay, give me the phone, I will give them a call. So I had the interview, and the manager liked me, and she took me in her team. And I started without even without ever thinking that I would become a window dresser. Started working inside the big stores with big windows, making big installations of a lot of mannequins with a lot of clothes that we had to change every month. And of course, the training, it was in Barcelona or in Madrid or in Valencia. It was in Spain. And then because it went really well, and I was fascinated by fashion and about this world of traveling and having a lot of good salary and good team and good environment, international. Once again, the international, it played a really good role. I was going for these meetings in La Coruña in Spain, and we were window dressers from all over the world getting trained for the new season and everything.
Amazing.
So it went really well. And then they made me a manager of windows for another brand of the same company, the Massimo Dutti. So there I became a manager, and I was responsible for big regions, like for Balkans, from Turkey, for Cyprus. And then they brought me here so I can become a manager of Belgium and Holland and Luxembourg and everything. So I'm telling you, I did amazing installations. I remember one that we did here in Antwerp.
Okay.
I remember one in Athens in a very, 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 very good store in the highest region. It's called Kolonaki. I made a window that it was so nice that the people were passing from outside. They were taking pictures. And a friend of mine, that he's a very, very good, famous stylist from Greece, he posted in his account, and it became a big thing. Me, I'm telling you, in those times, I was not feeling all this, how big it was, what I was doing, what we were doing. We were just very good employees, workers, you know?
Employees,
We were doing the job, and the next day to another store, and the next day to another country, and then to another country. And then you were going back to change it again so you can go again. So it was a little bit fast. It was like fast food. I couldn't understand how important it is, but I learned that the window dressers from the Inditex group, from Zara, from Massimo, from Bershka and Pull&Bear and everything, they're some of the greatest in the world. We are. So I remember that as a manager here in a higher position in the north of Europe, in a very big demanding area, I was responsible for an installation of Christmas decoration for the store of Antwerp, which is one of the best top 60 in the world. And we did an installation of trees that they look real, big ones, like 5 meters long, with a lot of snow, and mannequins that they're doing ski with a lot of the accessoires. And Christmas lights and stickers and amazing secret lights from behind. It took a long time, more than 3 days, to do 5 windows, all of them connected, like one pista of snowing, like in the mountains of Stad of Switzerland. It took a long time to do that, to complete it, but it was the most difficult and the most impressive, really. I was
Wow.
very proud for the result.
You know what? All the time now, Christmas coming. All the time when I'm gonna walk through the the streets in London, when I see those beautiful, I'm gonna remember you straight away. I said, "Oh my God, I remember now, Alex."
During my training for Massimo Dutti, I was trained in Oxford Street and in Regent Street.
Oh my God, imagine. No, Harrods. Harrods
Yes, of
my
course.
God, the windows there. When you pass
Yes,
by,
yes,
you feel like in Disney. You feel like you are in a movie
yes.
in Hollywood. It's just
Fascinating.
wow,
It's
beautiful.
really fascinating.
Last question. Ready?
Yes.
How do I say last question in Greek?
Τελευταία ερώτηση.
Say again?
Τελευταία ερώτηση.
Τελευταία, τελευταία ερώτηση.
Τελευταία ερώτηση.
Τελευταία ερώτηση.
Yes.
Almost.
Τελευταία ερώτηση. Yeah.
Let's do it. Last one. Okay, before the last question, tell me one of you talk beautifully about your window dresser career. Tell me just one of your portraits or one of photography that you've done so far that for you it's close to your heart. Could be just one for any reason.
Ah, there is one portrait that I love very, very much of Jew, a friend of mine, that he was
Mhm.
there in the beginning when I was 44 and I decided to leave the big company. Actually, I was still working in the company and I had my semi-professional camera, the one that I bought for me, and I was taking everything, taking pictures of everything. I worked with Jew many, many, many times. He was there. He was one of my buddies at that period for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. We have worked together. There is one portrait from the very first shoot that I love a lot. It's so original. It's so uh, temporary. It's so non-gild, gold, non-golden, like Tom Wolfgang Tillmans. It has this kind of aesthetic. It was here in the room and everything. It was the light with this light or something, but his expression and everything. It's really it said in 2016 that something is gonna happen good. I keep it. Years after, all the time working with him here with studio installation, lighting, and everything, we did a really nice shooting that I have also another portrait. So these two portraits of the same person, they mean a lot. Something good started at that time, and we arrive in one point that I know to make really good portraits by consideration and by going deep into not just a random picture that I took in the beginning, but the one, it has the enthusiasm of the beginner, and the other has the knowledge and the security and that you know what you do, and it's a really nice result. Yeah.
Beautiful. Last question is, which bad habits you wish you could stop?
I'm observing people all the time. People know that, and sometimes they feel insecure.
Okay.
Even my best friends, even my relationships, I am a little bit all the time. I'm seeing things, and I I make I make people feel a little bit insecure. It seems that I put the level too high for
I see.
myself, and I expect the same from the others. So somehow I think that I give the impression that I'm a little bit pain in the ass sometimes. Friendly, funny, smiley, good listener, sharing, honest, and everything. But at the same time, they know that I'm not kidding.
I see. Okay.
So I wish I was a little bit more calm and more relaxed, more
Okay.
relaxed. That
Got it. I love it. Alex, not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to say one word and you just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Let's start with money.
good relationship,
Family.
therapy,
Good. Fear.
what's
Fear.
fear? Uh, not that much.
Life.
Incredible.
Religion.
Good connection.
Love.
Honest.
Politics.
Interesting.
Sex.
Very interesting.
Friendship.
Very important.
Desire.
Uh, important.
As regret.
A few.
Success.
Hope.
Wish.
Wish.
Yeah.
Several. Every day.
Okay. Happiness.
Try to.
One word for Athens.
Chaotic.
One word for Greece.
History.
One word for Brussels.
International.
I would say La Demance. I'm joking.
I'm going tomorrow.
Really?
We go every month with my friends.
It's amazing. It's amazing. One of my best friends, he lives in Helmond, in Eindhoven, in Holland. So sometimes we drive to Brussels to go. I might meet you there one day.
I'm always upstairs in front of the DJ. The first floor, not the ground floor, the big one. I don't like it that much, the music there. I am always on the first in front of the DJ.
I see. Okay, I'll find you there. One word for window dresser.
Ah. Exhausting.
And the last one now, photography, one word.
Passion.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your partner for a coffee. And I'm going to ask him, define Alex in one positive word and one negative word only, what he would say.
He would say that I'm perfect as a good word. And he would say that I can become beachy sometimes.
Amazing.
This thing that I'm telling you, I observe things and then I become easily a little bit annoyed. I wish I would be more relaxed. I try. I'm less and less now.
I see. Okay. Let's play now. Alex and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Alex, you can ask me a question now.
Okay. When was the last time that you cried?
Oh, that's such a great question. That's a great question. You know what? Okay, it was a very genuine cry. I was in Spain. I was on holidays in Spain, on a beach, and suddenly I was just on my own there, lying down on the beach, and I saw this lady, like young lady, having a discussion with a very young man, and for a moment I thought maybe they were a couple, yeah. For a moment, and they were having a discussion in Spanish. Like I couldn't hear everything, but I could feel that was something there, not badly, but they were having like a very strong discussion. and and I was like, oh my god, it's interesting to see, you know, and in a very healthy way. Yeah, they were kind of talking, very expressive, talk with their hands, you know what I mean. And sometimes they were kind of, you know, she was put some cream in his body, and they're still talking. I could see they were discussing about a topic that they maybe didn't agree, and I was like, oh, that's interesting to see. And one point, you know, that's what I understood was a family. The dad came and another little girl as well. So I thought four of them together, and I could see that they were a family. And suddenly I saw the lady like hugging the young boy. And I could see that somehow they made peace between them, the discussion they were having. And I could see his face because her face was facing the water and his face was facing the side of where I was looking. And he closed his eyes and I could feel his comfort come from her, and I felt so like emotional. Like literally, I literally walk all the way to the beach for a swim because I didn't want to see people cry because I just got
Ah,
emotional. I don't know, or something about it that you know, as you say about looking at, you know, observing people. For some reason, I felt the emotion between them, and you know, because I could see they were a bit fiery, you know, and I didn't know they were mother and son, and I just felt the energy that somehow they agreed, and they had this beautiful hug, and that just made me emotional, like genuinely. Yeah,
okay, that's great. That's
great
nice.
question.
But I can see that you're an emotional guy, no? I can see that. You're
Yeah.
a very sweet person, so I suppose that it can happen time to
Oh,
time,
easily.
which is lovely.
Totally. If I see someone like genuine have something like someone, I just it gets me. You know, I don't need to cry like as a child, but I can feel the emotions.
Easily, easily. Me too.
Yeah, yeah,
I, I do that in movies,
yeah, yeah.
yes, in a book, stories from people around me. They made me make my eyes wet easily.
If I feel the emotions, that's a genuine emotion. That's when it gets me as well. Alex, did you enjoy the interview?
Yes, beautiful. It was really, really nice. Thank you so much. I had no idea what I would expect. I started watching two, three different of yours. I
Uh-huh.
I went from the beginning a little bit in the middle. I went back in a little bit in the end to understand the
The
atmosphere.
format,
Yeah,
the
what's
format,
going on. Then I realized that it's going to be a little bit playful. I'm always honest. I'm always honest with whoever I am.
amazing.
So I said, Alex, don't worry. Just be honest. Everything will be fine. It's not going to be something difficult or crazy. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. It was really nice.
Thanks again for taking the time. Thanks for being so sweet. And actually, I'm not joking. You made my day now. I learned something new about the window dresser. I didn't know. I knew that, you know, people, they were working that, like, you know, decorate everything, but I didn't know the name. I didn't know how it works. It was beautiful to hear someone talking about it. I love it.
Hard job. My friends, the only people who can really understand how hard it
I'm sure.
are my colleagues from the same work, from the
I'm
same
sure.
company. My friends, my best friends, that they are lawyers, this and that, and waiters and whatever, they say, "Oh, you're tired." Eh, Some other people they were saying, "Oh, what do? You put two, three pins in the clothes, and that's it." No, you have an
Oh,
empty big box, and you have to fill it with
yeah.
everything by
Yeah.
carrying, by install, and trying not to make dirty, trying not to make mistakes, trying to find a good balance or position, and make everything
Beautiful.
perfect. It's really complicated. It takes time. And all of us, we have problems with the neck, with the back, with the hands, with the knees, and everything. It's really hard
Amazing.
job. But anyway, at the
It's
same time,
beautiful.
it's very enjoyable.
Before you go, Alex, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
I thought about it again and again, and I try to find something that can speak to everyone's heart and everyone's mind, and I try to find something that it's not complicated and it's not like so. I think that the most important thing in life is to love ourselves. When you do that, all the rest, they will follow.
Totally.
If you love yourself, if you really love yourself, you will not allow big companies to destroy your back. Somehow you will find a way. If you love yourself, you will have always faith that you're going to succeed. If you love yourself, you don't go inside problematic relationships. Or if you find yourself in a strange relationship, you will try with this thing on top of your head to solve the situation. If you see that you can find solution, you will stay. If you don't, then you will easily go away. But first it needs to have these. Love yourself and the rest will follow, you know? Everything. Life,
Love.
business, relationships, sex. Love yourself and the rest you will see it will be much, much better.
Beautiful. Love the message. Thanks again. Regards to your boyfriend, regards to your friends, and I'll see you in Brussels one day, okay? For sure.
Okay.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Good night, okay? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why do you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.